Hello, my name is Killer Co. Others call me Killer Cad or Idiot. Um, so I am making this video to show you how to ID swap. There are a few things you will need to start off with. First, you will need Blender 4.0. You can do that by getting it from Steam. Once you've downloaded it on Steam, go to Properties, go to your beta, go to the beta participation and choose 4.0 stable. This is because the SDK, the modding tool, is made for 4.0. You can go higher, but you could experience problems, and those problems will not be fixed because it's not made for that version of Blender. Or you can alternatively download it online. Just go to Blender and then download 4.0. I use it on Steam, so this is what I'll be using. So let's find, where is it? You will also need this. This is the SDK file made by Box. You will need the latest version. Right now it's 2.9.2. To find this, you will go into the Helldivers modding Discord, go to SDK releases, and at the very bottom is the newest version, so 2.9.2. Just click that, it'll bring you here. Download this zip right here, put that just somewhere you can find it, then just open your Blender. Normally there's a box and then you gotta delete the scene, so normally you would have to select everything here, right click, then delete it. I have mine set up to where it's already gone, but let me just select it, press X, delete, and you're pretty much good. To install the SDK on Blender, you will go to, where is it? Right here, Edit, then Preferences, go to your add-ons, then Install, then you will find your SDK right here. So click that, go and install, just download this. Mine is not there. Mine is in my desktop. So you just click this and install it, and that's it. Once it installs, you would restart Blender, bring that back up. You can press N or just this little tab right here. Go down to modding, then your modding tool will be right here. You won't see this. You will have to go to settings and then change your file path to your Helldivers installation. To find that, you can go here to your Steam, just type in Helldivers, then right click, go to Properties, not Properties, right click, go to Manage, then Browse Local Files. This will pop up. You just click your directory, then paste it in here, and then just change file path, and that's it. So for this, I will be using Wolf. I thought I had placed him here, but I guess I did not. Where is it? There we go. So download Wolf. He is on the HDO modding Discord. I know a few people have asked to change Wolf to other armors, so that's why I'm using Wolf as the example. So you'd go here, just scroll down till you find Wolf. He's right here, so just click manual download, and that's pretty much it. Put this into a file, so extract to a file and move it somewhere else. Here we go. So just open this. You've got all the stuff in here. You are going to need this one here. This is for the armor. I've got this set up specifically to repatch easier and to save space on files, so that's why there's a bunch of files in here instead of just 3 patches like you would normally see. So this is the armor, these are the textures, and this is just for the armor, this is for the backpack, and then bones, helmet. These are all separate. So let's see. First, you're going to want to hit star. This will load the base patch. Go to the manually load archive to load your patch in. Then go to your... Okay, so I ran into a bit of an issue while I was doing this, but I figured it out. So originally when I was importing, which you will also run into this if you didn't do this, it will import without material IDs, so like this won't be here when it's supposed to. So I figured out why it did that. I had no idea it did this until now. So to fix this, first go into the armor and then go into HDO. Copy this link, paste it, grab it, then just have this loaded. Go back, grab your armor, paste that into here, then just grab all your meshes. Let me put that into the correct one. So the reason this was happening is because the other patch has all the material IDs, and without that it won't import these meshes with their materials like they're supposed to. So now that they have their materials like they're supposed to, you can just easily check. So 120 is gore, 140 is, it's normal material. So all these have their material like they're supposed to. There are doubles, so I guess just move those. You will only want the doubles for lean. And if you do not want lean, then you can just go ahead and delete those. Anything that doesn't have a double on here will be an any LOD. That means they will load on both armors regardless of what gender. So this one will only load on Brawn, for example, but both of these legs will be on both of them. So, yeah, that's why there's not two of these. Well, not two of these, but there are two legs, because one's lean and one's Brawn. Anyways, so I'm not sure where I edited this at, but here is the bearer standard. You will want this just for reference, and then this is what we're putting it on Roadblock. You are going to want to split up the slim and not slim. So just type in slim, grab all of these, move to the left, or right, whatever. Oh, this doesn't really matter where it is. We will also need the helmet and the bones and the chest. It's missing the chest. So you go back to your armors, go to backpack, load this. I'll just do one of these. So this will load it without the backpack, which honestly looks a lot better. Then go to your helmet. I'll put your bones first. With the bones. The helmet also has materials separate, so you are going to want to grab that as well. So the material patch. So that'll be here in helmet palettes. But just remove all those. Grab your bones. Don't import that because you don't have the helmet palette. Load, patch. Then it'll be the first one here. Or not. Okay, redo that. I don't know, it's weird. Anyways, it's got its ID like it should. Why I ID swap that, I don't know. Helmets are really easy, I don't know why I ID swapped it. But here we are. Oh, no, I remember. I put it on the wrong armor. I put it on the Roadblock, and then I had to swap everything. Anyways, so now we are going to need this. The reason you're going to need the ID swaps is because these will load in with the normal IDs, or like the IDs you swap them to instead of their original IDs. I've already asked, and the dev or no, one of the moderators said that they weren't going to add support for like ID swapping. So if you load in an armor, it won't have its like object ID and ID swap. It'll just have the ID swap. So this is why this tutorial is necessary. So for the helmet, 275 or 2715 is the original, but you can see that 853 is what it's on. That's Jason. I'm not looking at the right one. Interesting. Why does it have a completely different ID? 853. Wolf is not on Groundbreaker, was it? I guess it was. Weird. How strange. That should have the object ID of what it was swapped to. Why are these not in the middle? Lord, this tutorial is all over the fucking place. Yeah, Wolf RE824 helmet. 113 is the original. 6984. No, I'm tripping. What the fuck was I looking? Okay, so I was right. So ID swap is what it has right now. So 6984, 6984. But this is the original, which is the Groundbreaker helmet. So you will need to give it its original ID. So paste the original ID onto the object ID. Then you will want to grab the ID of the helmet that you're wanting to swap to, in this case Roadblock, grab its object ID, paste that into the swap ID. So when this is saved, it's saved from its original to the swap ID, like it should be, and this will put it on the Roadblock helmet just fine. But the bigger issue is the rest of it is going to be a little complicated. So I guess a good reference would be, or a good starting point would be to split everything up. Keep your lean far away. The helmet's already done. The neck, chest, 2 necks, because why not? One of these is lean. It's going to take a second. Figure that out. This is lean, smaller gore at the bottom, so that'll go over there. Smaller, smaller. Yeah. Okay. So we will more than likely not need these. You will also want to go ahead and split these as well. So this is the torso and this is the chest, just for future reference. So your chest will be this and your torso will be whatever the neck is. So I think Bear of Standards over here. If I just check him real quick. So this is his chest, and this is his neck. So sometimes they will have, just grab Gorm and delete that. So sometimes the neck will have the neck and then the bottom. I think a few others, yeah, they'll have like gore on the side. You do not need to worry about that. But this is always the torso or neck. I usually just call it torso. So we won't be needing that. It's also a good idea to save like constantly, but I'm not going to need this, so I'm not going to save it. So after you've split everything up and just got it to where you can find it pretty easily, you are going to want to go to the IDs and then put everything, the original IDs on everything. So this is the chest. I'm going to go here, put its original on. I would also double check before doing that. So 85. I swear to God, I gotta be going insane. Unless I grab the wrong one, because there are two, so you want to keep that in mind. But that shouldn't matter for the chest. Unless I didn't load the other one in. I probably did not. Well, this is the chest, and this is the torso. Yeah, okay. So, it may not have it. So, the ID it's swapped to may not be this, because this is lean, and this is brawn. And this is only listing brawn. So, you'll want to copy, well, the original, put it on there. Doesn't really matter where, because they're both the exact same. And then just go down the list. So, chest accessories, copy its ID, dyes, which will always be these, paste thigh armor, which would be these. Even though these are accessories, they're considered thigh armor. At least I consider them thigh armor. Right leg, left leg, right arm, then left arm, right arm accessory. The accessory would be this, so the bone. Then left arm accessory, so the PDA. Right shoulder, left shoulder. Honestly, you just delete those. You can copy the lean from this, so you don't have to redo all the copy and pasting of the IDs. Then, with that in mind, minimize those. I guess just start copying. So the way my files are, I have them behind, because I just find that easier to start copying and pasting from. So chest. Leg armor with leg armor. So that's not it. Yeah, so this is the neck. Thighs. Legs. And these are the leg armor, which you aren't going to need because you're not ID swapping to it. Should be, yeah. Okay, so for stuff you won't be ID swapping, like the legs for example on here, you would select these both, go into tab, so your edit mode, then press M, merge, I think at center, and then that's it. I would go ahead and create a new collection, put it as need, because you're going to need to save these as well so they don't show up on the armor when you patch it. Also, go ahead and just remove the patch, create a new patch. So this is going to be the mod patch when we write the patch and save it. So after you've gotten everything lined up, so all the armors and stuff, just go ahead and start. Let's go from the left. So select this, get your object ID. Also, it's in the object tab. So if you're in like a different tab somewhere, just select your object, scroll to the bottom to custom properties, select your object ID, select your other one, paste it into swap ID. You can also right click, do copy ID, then just paste that. So your 2633 and 2633. So it's whatever's faster. I don't think I put this on, did I? I did. Unless I already, yeah, I did. Okay, already put that there. So, copy, paste. It's a bit tedious, but oh well. So I would highly recommend just going back through everything, double checking that you've got the correct original ID onto your object ID. I'm just going to quickly go through here and check I've got everything swamped, because I do tend to forget a lot. Okay, everything's there, so just hide all those. Yeah, so you're going to want this on. This should already be on, so you don't have to worry about that. But this will save the materials and their textures inside them. Also make sure your need are here. Then, yeah, just save it. This will take a minute because it's saving the materials and the textures. Okay, so after a bit of testing, I figured out how to get these to where they're supposed to be. So what you'll want to do is go back, grab your, that's not it, grab your textures, which will be in the HDO. So just copy this, paste it, grab this, scroll down to your materials down here, then just find what's broken. So I already fixed these two. Find what's broken, so 180, give this just some extra numbers at the end, scroll down to 180, so 1807, import it, then go into here, type in 180, select the new one, so 18072, blah blah blah, and it'll be fixed. Why this broke, I don't know, but it's fixed now. Do those? Yeah, these share it, I believe. So this will also be 180 because these I ported in while testing. So if you have a material and it's broken, just find the patch with the textures in it, so it'll be HDO in the armors. Look for the name. Make sure you add extra characters to this name. Then find the, this in here. If you can't find it, just click this, select it, scroll here to the top, the search bar, paste it in, and then you've got it. There you've got it. Just import it, and then just paste it here again to grab it, and then you should have your double right there, which is messed up. Okay, so I'm going to resave all this. I will just pause this and skip to when it's all saved. Okay, so everything is saved. You can go ahead and check here. This will have a bunch of stuff. You're just looking for your helmet, so your roadblock. You've got this here. All this stuff means it's in a different patch, so you can just ignore that. So this is your helmet. I should clarify. If there's an X to the very right side of it, that means it's in another like archive here. So if they don't have it, it means it's in your current archive. So the helmet is right here. And if we go down to armor, the helmet is now down here. And this is all the armor stuff. So the reason there are things here that don't have, like they're not saved clearly, is because this is all lean. So if we select all this, just load that in real quick. This will be all the lean armor. Now, if you want to swap this, it'll be more or less the exact same. Why are there two of these? I'll figure that out in a minute. Anyways, so where was I? That distracted me. So this is the lean. If you are wanting to put this on lean, you will need to copy anything of the brawn that's the same as this. So this is the chest, so you're going to want to copy the chest. And the way this is going to work would be, yeah, you pretty much just copy the object ID and paste it in here. And then you just save it. That's pretty much it. Just duplicate whatever is, you know, there's a copy of. If you don't know how to, you can select this, press Shift and then D, and just move your cursor, and there's a second one. Then you just copy the object ID and paste it on there, and then you just save those ones, and all this should be filled up. Now let's figure out what the hell is happening with this. That is not what I expected. This isn't even in the right one. Oh, okay, that makes sense. This is slim. So this is why you should double check. Apparently I didn't do this right. So left shoulder 572. So I did have this on 572, that's good. But it is not pasted correctly. So, paste, done. That was an impulse. Muscle memory to save. So, just delete that. Then resave this, because that went to nowhere. Actually, I have no idea where that went. Just double check. Yeah, so that went here, or was supposed to, but it didn't. Very strange. Yep, okay, so it's there. So, with all this saved, assuming everything was done properly, I guess we're about to find out if this worked. So just write your patch. Patch written, that should normally be really fast. Then just start the game. Mine starts on another screen, so I will have to move that over once it runs, but I will pause the video and replay it in a moment. Okay, so now we're in game. We will see if the ID port worked. It in fact did not work. Okay, so I'm recording this after everything was bonkers, whatever. So basically what happened with the arms was that I didn't put the... I forgot to... No, I didn't forget. I put them on the wrong armor, and then I hid those. As you can see, I didn't double check. So, yeah, these... I was using the wrong arms. So, to fix that, I had to go back in and just ignore that. Actually put the original IDs back onto the arms. These weren't ID swapped because I'm putting them back. That's Walter. I'm putting them back onto Roadblock, so they don't need ID swapped. They just need their original IDs put back on them. So once I did that, these loaded in game just fine, and that's pretty much what was wrong with this. So if you're wanting to put this on Roadblock, just keep that in mind. That if you're putting Wolf on Roadblock, you will need to not ID swap this, just replace the ID and then save it. But if you're doing other armors, so say for example, you're wanting to put, I guess, Jason back on the Roadblock, all of these would not be ID swaps. They would just go on to the IDs. Let me show you where that would be. So they would just go into the object ID. They wouldn't be into ID swap. So you would just paste those here and then you'd save it. But for everything else, it would be copy the original ID and then copy the ID of this and put it to the ID swap. I had this recorded out for, it's on the wrong side, that's not even it. I had this recorded showing like 5 minutes of me being a dumbass apparently of, where is it? Oh yeah, it wasn't popping up. So this is the ID sharing. This won't be super important because the IDs that are shared have the same IDs. So let's say just, well, I can use an example. So Roadblock shares with, I think I showed it in here at one point. Bearer Standard, it's a unique armor. Oh, I swear I thought I grabbed Roadblock. Well, I can just grab it now. Yeah, Roadblock. So Roadblock has, it shares its left arm, for example, with Dynamo. So if you are wanting to, I guess, put something on Dynamo, you will put the original ID over it. No, I don't think that's what I was trying to say. So the original ID for the left arm will be the exact same. So where is Wolf left arm? So this ID right here will be the exact same for both of these. So both of these will have the same ID. So yeah. So when you go and look at that, you'll see this ID over it. So you know, well, you should know not to ID swap it and just to put it onto its object ID and not ID swap it. Anyways, bye.